Bitcoin is currently seeing a massive increasement in price, but right now we are retesting one of the most important resistance levels of this entire 150-day consolidation phase. So on today's update video, I'm going to be talking exactly about the Bitcoin CME gap, the reasons why we're pumping, the most important charts and patterns where I think Bitcoin is going to be moving towards, and more importantly, I'm going to be giving a big update on my Bitcoin trade, which is currently in $415,000 in profit right now. So don't forget to once again watch this video till the end and slap on the like button back above 1,000 likes. It will be highly appreciated. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. So first of all, I already said yesterday in the video that I am expecting that this week is going to be a super bullish week for Bitcoin. And of course, the reasons for that is not only that the chart is looking good, but also due to the fact that probably this week people are really going to be pricing in the effects that the things that Donald Trump has said could have a massive effect on the market if he really is going to get elected. So yes, we already discussed that in yesterday's video. So if you want to be knowing exactly what he said, make sure to check out yesterday's video. But let me right now go in towards the charts, because yes, Bitcoin, its price action is looking very strong. After we had this massive dump towards the downside, we of course on the channel opened those long positions on the exact bottom here on Bitcoin. We opened the long positions on the lows because we knew what was going to be happening over here. So we went long over there, and ever since, Bitcoin has clearly created higher highs on the chart, but also flipped that previous big level resistance back into support, and now we're bouncing back towards the upside. And the question really remains, where is Bitcoin going to be finding that resistance? And honestly, I think that the most important resistance, which we are currently seeing, is this exact downtrend on Bitcoin. You can clearly see we got rejected by this level for already 5 times in a row, and currently we're seeing the 6th retest of this exact level. And if Bitcoin can confirm the daily candle close, it's important to have the daily candle close, guys. So if we can confirm the daily candle close above this level, we are going to be confirming a breakout probably towards the range high of this market. So what we are currently looking at is this very important downward sloping resist line. And let me create a clearer overview for everyone out there. So we've got this orange downtrend right here on Bitcoin where we got rejected from every single time. And if we break above this level, I believe that first of all, we're going to be hitting $72,000, which is that previous resistance box right here. But also the next target is going to be $74,000, which is of course that range high. But I do believe that the majority of the resistance for Bitcoin is going to be found in this red box I've currently drawn on the top side, because this is where the majority of the resistance is going to get found. I mean, we already found support on the middle side of the range here, and of course that monthly candle open level. So this is a very important trend to be currently analyzing, and I believe that yes, Bitcoin indeed could be bouncing back towards the upside, but there's a very big chance that we are once again going to be potentially retest the top side of the range, and then once we did so, move all the way down again here. So what I will be doing with my trade, and of course it's very important to understand this, make sure to do your own research, but this is how I am approaching my trade. But since I showed also how I opened my trade, I'm also going to show you how I'm going to be exiting my trades. I'm going to be taking 50% profits on $72,000, which is clearly the range high of this region right here. And then my second target is laying right at $86,000, which I believe is ultimately also going to get reached here, because otherwise I wouldn't set my take profit over there. But I do believe that yes, we're going to be most likely seeing some rejections from off this level before we're really going to be breaking above it. And maybe we're not going to even get rejected at all, since we have been consolidating sideways for such a long time here. But yeah, this is what I am expecting, and I think it's smart to at least take some profits off the table, especially if you're in a profit of about like $400,000, right? It makes sense to take some profits off the table. So on the imminent short term, we have also created that CME gap, a very slight one between 68.2k to all the way down to 67.8k. So it's a very small $400 CME gap. But like we have seen in the last couple weekends, we actually created quite a lot of those CME gaps and not fill them up here. So it's a real new trend that Bitcoin is really getting started, that it creates these CME gaps and just don't fill them up here. And if you're just looking at Bitcoin right now here, the recovery right now on the daily time frame is extremely strong. The trend is extremely strong. We bounce from this very important middle range here. So yeah, I don't really see what is actually going to be holding Bitcoin back here. And I mean, today the spot Bitcoin ETF can once again buy some more Bitcoin. and I do really believe that that is also once again going to have a great effect on the market. So this is what I'm doing with my trade right now. Of course, I already explained it for a couple times before in the previous videos. And guys, a reason to subscribe to the channel right now here is because I showed you step by step why I was opening up this trade here on Bitcoin. If you go back to the 3rd or 4th of July, you do know, if you watch my videos, that I told you exactly what my strategy was over there to open up the trade. And now I'm going to tell you how to exit it. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to be staying up to date on what I'm going to be doing with my next trade. And yes, guys, if you want to be trading yourself, make sure to go to the link description of today's video, because if you press on the highest link of today's description, you will come to this page and you can claim a free $500 airdrop position. So if you're interested in trading, make sure to check it out. It's a free trade you can currently claim here on Bybit. It's super valuable, so make sure to check it out in the link description of today's video. But make sure to not exit this video yet here, because one of the most important information which I'm going to be discussing will be happening right now here. So you can see Bitcoin is currently retesting that downtrend. I already discussed it a little bit earlier, but this is just a little bit of a different chart here. But currently we can see that we've got a new weekly candle. So the previous weekly candle close has been extremely bullish. We create a massive hammer candle on the weekly time frame, and that is only indicating we're going to be seeing only further strength on this coming week here for Bitcoin. And if we're looking at the bull flag pattern, we are finally breaking out of this very important downward sloping resistance. And it looks to be that the breakout is currently getting started. Maybe we're going to see another retest of this very important level. But anyways, we're starting to see the big breakout on Bitcoin really getting initiated. And what is also maybe even more important, in 2 days from now on, we're going to close the July monthly candle. And the monthly candle of July is looking ultimately so freaking bullish. First of all, we're seeing clear monthly consolidation above the previous all-time high here. And yeah, we're seeing a massive wick on the lower side with a very strong, big green body. So yeah, the candle is indicating only more than strength here. And if we're just looking at the liquidation heat map, we know that the majority of the liquidations are laying between 72 and 73,000 US dollars. And ultimately, we are going to be liquidating all those shorts out of the market. They've been in the market for such a long time here, and I can guarantee you they are going to get squeezed out here. And of course, I already told you that while we were sitting on 55,000 US dollars, and I'm still telling you that right now here. Those shorts on the top side, they're going to get squeezed out. And since Bitcoin always follows the liquidity, I think that 72,000 US dollars is a very good take profit target for my first part of the trade. So to be very clear, guys, I'm going to close down 50% of my trade. So 800,000 US dollars I'm going to be closing in quantity. So yeah, this is what I'm doing. Of course, make sure to have your own strategy in mind to know exactly what you're going to be doing. So make sure to have your own strategy, because it's very important to know exactly what you want to be doing with your trades beforehand, before you're going to be missing out on all your gains. So this was it from me in today's update video. It was definitely a shorter one, but there's a lot of stuff happening in the market, and if something very important is going to be happening, I will be dropping out another update video. But anyways, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, slap on that like button on today's video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.